we are talking about parallel lines and transversals. And transversal is a line that intersects at least two other lines. And we have three examples here, and these are all examples of transversals. So in this case, we have the parallel line symbol, and then we have the transversal, and then those are two parallel lines. So the transversal is the line that crosses the other two lines. So especially in our parallel, we really want to identify what the transversal is, because that will tell us a lot about some angle relationships, which we'll talk about later. Here, we also have a transversal, and eventually all these are going to be transversals, but the one that's shown in this picture here is that one right there. And these other lines are not parallel, but it's still a transversal that cuts through two other lines. So that's one thing we're going to have to make sure we check. Are the lines given to us as parallel? Now, all three of these are skew lines. So this line is, or all three of these are transversals. This line cuts the other two. This line cuts the other two. So they're all transversals there. So this tells us transversal T, and so we can look, that's JKT. So it tells us that T is the transversal. And the other lines, J and K, form 8 angles, and they're marked there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can either be interior, which lie in between the parallel lines, or they can be exterior, which lie outside the parallel lines. So let's think about this as a house. And we draw our house. I'm going to turn this paper on its side, and we're going to make this look even more like a house. So we have our ground here, and then we have our roof, and maybe our little chimney. So now we have a 2-story house, and the second floor is not drawn very well, but it's still a 2-story house. So let's think about what lines would be interior or inside the walls. So here we have 5, 3, 4, and 6. Those are all interior or inside. And then the other examples that we have would be exterior, and these would be things outside. So if it was raining, these things would be getting wet. So we have 1, 2, 7, and 8. So the interior angles are the angles that are in between the parallel lines, and the exterior are the ones that are outside of the parallel lines.